Rocking with your boy. Yeah. Got done watching the Boardroom. Shout out to my brother C Pen, man. Make sure y'all keep C Pen in your prayers. You know, he's still battling back. You know, getting right. You know, that's my brother there, man. Care about him to death. Shout out to Who Did It as well, man. Who Did It. Thanks for that talk, man. That was a great talk we had yesterday, bro. C Pen, that was a great talk earlier. What up, Outlaw? What's going down? You know, so just shout out to everybody, man, who making content, who trying to make it, who's doing what they got to do. What up, Still the King? Still the King. Dante, what up? Fast Break, what up? Yeah, man, C Pen is a real good dude, man. Shout out to him especially. Shout out to Who Did It. Great talk with those guys. Shout out to Detroit T. Had to talk to him about some Star Wars love. Yeah, man, it's all good. Sometimes you have to, you just have to continue to reinvent yourself. You have to continue to grow. And one of the things that I loved about this episode of the Boardroom with Kevin Durant, shout out to Kevin Durant, man, like for real. Kevin Durant's going to have a great career after basketball. He's already taken over. Very good interviewer, engages the heart, asking about basketball. Isiah Thomas showed that he's very knowledgeable of the game. And I see why Sino has him and Detroit T have him as their greatest basketball player ever. The man is a damn genius. Like, that whole interview was like a picking of the mind. And if you guys don't understand what picking the mind is, you know, then you really haven't learned anything in life. When you're picking somebody's mind and talking to them, asking them open-ended questions, not asking them closed questions where they don't have to reply. The things that Isiah talked about was how in Toronto he was going to make them that team like the teams are constructed today. He was going to eliminate the power forward. And basically by doing that, he was going to have a guy on the wing do like what Kevin does. He could play the 4 and the 3, a combo forward. Because that team that they had, if they'd have kept that team together with Vince Carter, you know, that team would have been vicious. You know, and that's one of the reasons he stepped down was they were talking about trading away Damon Stoudemire, Marcus Camby, all of them guys that were on the team that was making them great. And Isiah was like, he's not going to pull the trigger on it because, you know, he knows like he needs a job after that because they'll try to hold that over his head and definitely blackball him. Excuse me. So also Kevin Durant was also asking about the analytics. And Isiah said the same thing I've been saying. Analytics has destroyed the game. Analytics has brought the watchability of the game down. The game used to be watchable when I was growing up. Now you get to like the second quarter, almost the third, it's like It's a brand new damn script. So my thing is we need to wake up and see what's going on. And Isiah Thomas told the truth. This league is so enamored by numbers and statistics, and wish they would I guess talk to I wish they would have asked him about the stories of the old days some more. But Isiah Thomas basically exposed what they were doing. They didn't pick him to be the league, so when he took it, they had to do everything to punish them. So they were talking about the jump shots, the mid-ranges, everything. Like Isiah Thomas said, today's basketball, they only do analytics for one side of the ball, which is offense. Defensively, they don't do no analytics. They can't tell you who the greatest defender is. So I don't know, it's just wild and obscene. It's just crazy that it's just crazy that people think the basketball game, y'all try to think of it as is life or death. Isiah Thomas basically broke down the X's and O's, talked about how everybody plays the same, which is really hurting the game. And that's what we've been saying for years and decades. So, you had Kevin Durant and everything. What Durant did and everything was ask Isiah, how would he handle playing in this era, like his team? And Isiah said, well, we would be fine. We would just have to get a stretch four. But Zeke never cared about numbers to that point where he was like, you know what, I just have to ball out. I just have to go in. And it's like, okay, and that's what they do. They want analytics to make everybody play the same, so it'll be easier, in my opinion, to fix the games. Not only that, it will mess up a lot of people's chemistry if so that's the thing. Scoochie Poochie! I did it yesterday, Scoochie. Go look on the page. It's divisional rounds. I did it yesterday. You late, man. I did those picks yesterday, sir. My picks, I got the Titans winning. I got the Chiefs winning. I got the Bucks winning. And I got the Niners winning. So the boardroom basically explained That's why I love the boardroom with Kevin Durant, because what he's doing is bridging the gap between the old heads and the new school. The old heads are basically guys that are like grumpy or old. They wish they could boom at one good time, but they can't. They would get all the riders in they knee, they back, they would be messed up. So that's all I'm saying. That Isiah basically broke down like why the game is terrible. You got all these teams playing the same. All these teams play the same. All these teams do the same thing. Hell, all these teams probably taking a dump together. So that's what I'm saying. You got to pay attention to what they're talking about. But Isiah Thomas would be able to play in this era. He would dominate this era. Because he was trying to explain to Kevin is that, look, I played in an era where there were big men. The big man was real. And, KD would be like, well, man, they was kind of slow, and then they had the hand checking, they were fouling, all that craziness. So that's the thing. So that's how I look at it. So one of the things that I wanted Kevin Durant to ask him was a little more depth. Ask him like, a guy his size, how can he get to the post? How can he get this better, this better? But not Steven Jackson. Isiah Thomas basically told him, just be yourself. Be yourself. Don't worry about things. But see, everybody plays the same so much. It's like, man, when you turn on TV, you think this team playing like Memphis, or you think this team playing like the Warriors or LeBron. LeBron. So that's who they really, really want to push. But I like so the things is the boardroom is showing you the bridging of the gap of the new school and the old school athletes. Shout out to Zeke, man, for that. Zeke broke down the game, broke down the nuances of the game, talked about the weaknesses. Appreciate that, Zeke, man. Always great. Who you so far getting MVP NBA? Man, I don't know, Outlaw. I haven't been watching the NBA because my Magic sucks so bad at highlights and stuff. Yeah, just wanted to talk to you about it. If you guys haven't seen it, please go look at KD, the Boardroom with Isiah Thomas. He talks about the real. I'm about to sign off. I'll be right back. We're doing the StreamYard tonight. We're going to talk about Kumo D's report card. You heard that, Outlaw, so make sure your butt is in there. Everybody in there. We're going to have some fun tonight. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you love what you hear, you can go to my description box, hit my Cash App link. You can donate your money there. Thank you guys, man. Thank you guys for listening, and we out. Deezy.